We're really pleased with the performance in the first half of the year with overall sales growth of 14%, which includes 10% of organic growth and the balance of the performance through our acquisition of Lang and operating profits growth of 27%. We're delighted with that outcome. Earnings per share is up 14%, and whilst the group has grown by 14% in terms of sales, we have still managed an 8% reduction in debt. The first half has really been about keeping promises. The synergy benefits through the acquisition of Lang, the benefits flowing through from the unification of our UK businesses, the impact of the winning of a major contract in Australia, which flowed through to the bottom line in the first half of this year, and the benefits from our introduction of a new revenue stream. Bags not for resale. These are products that we are making for fashion and beauty retailers here in the UK. In the United States, our overall growth was 18% sales growth with 45% profits growth. And of our total growth, 13% was organic in terms of sales and 27% by profit. An excellent outcome with great momentum going into the second half of the year as well. In Australia, 13% top line growth delivered 17% bottom line growth in the first half of the year. Our European business also grew very strongly, 19% top line growth and 26% bottom line growth. In the UK, whilst we've enjoyed 4% top line growth, our bottom line has stabilised, albeit still delivering excellent performance overall. The UK now represents 25% of total group revenues. This really captures the point that we've diversified over the years, and we no longer have just a few eggs in one basket. The group is not only diversified in terms of our geographical reach. In terms of seasons, 54% of our sales are in the Christmas area, 8% in minor seasons. That will be things like Halloween, Valentine's, Easter's, Mother's Day, etc. That's a really growing part of our business, and the balance of our products are in everyday categories. So we are now diversified by season. By brand, we are creating customer bespoke items, and that represents 54% of our sales. Licensed brands, 12% of our sales, and the balance being our own portfolio of brands that we're selling worldwide. In terms of manufacturing and sourcing activity, whilst in the first half of the year, our manufactured goods were less than 30% of total sales. For the year overall, we expect them to be over 30%. But we have a broad portfolio now of both traded and manufactured products. And finally, in terms of product categories, having been a gift wrap producer, we now have a very broad platform of products with our celebrations category, which includes gift wrap, now representing 73% of our sales, gifting 10%, not for sale consumables 4%, with the balance being stationery and creative play, a really broad basket of activity. In terms of efficiency, first of all, we've invested significantly around the group over the last number of years. In Holland, we initially invested in a state-of-the-art printing press, and then subsequently in converting the jumbo reels of gift wrap which we produce on that press into the consumer rolls that you and I would take home. I'm pleased to say that we've now raised the bar further and have recently invested in a newer level of technology that will be producing gift wrap at the incredible speed of 96 kilometers per hour. In the United States, whilst we've invested in wrap converting machinery, we are yet to invest in a contemporized printing technology. That is clearly an opportunity for the future. And as is well known to our investors, we've also modernized and upgraded our manufacturing facilities in Wales. So whilst we have modernised our manufacturing capability around the world, there's still more to come. What I haven't described is the below-the-radar capital investment that we've actually engaged in the last number of years, and there's plenty to come in the pipeline as well. The other aspect of efficiency is how we're leveraging our know-how and expertise around the group, whether that's sharing our design bank around the world, where we are populating on a dynamic basis the IP that we are producing, or we're leveraging expertise in logistics, in sales, and other areas of our business. These initiatives have helped us remain highly competitive whilst enhancing margins and profitability. Beginning with our acquisition in Europe, a business called Empa 3 years ago, that was fully integrated, all business was retained and subsequently grown. We're delighted with the outcome. Lang, acquired last year, was a business where we saw great synergies, and we have delivered the purchasing and people synergies on time and in full. We now see great logistics and commercial synergies in the years ahead. Our Australian business announced in September that we will be acquiring Biscay, a greeting cards company, and completing that transaction in January 2018. When we look holistically at our Australian business, the acquisition of Biscay will help us leverage the overall scale of activity in our total greeting cards business. That will include the winning of a major contract in Australia last year. We're confident in meeting market expectations for the year, and that's really underpinned by a strong order book. The initiatives that we have in the second half of the year include the completion of the acquisition of Biscay, the installation on time and on budget of our new state-of-the-art printing press in Holland, and finally we've progressed really well in terms of our investment in a new IT system in the United States. That's important for us. We've really grown our business in the United States, and that will give us an excellent platform for further efficiencies going forward in the future. So overall, the performance is strong. We're in good shape for the second half of the year, and that will help us to deliver a progressive dividends policy as we've reported to shareholders in the past. We're in good shape. I'd like to take the opportunity of thanking Anthony Lawrenson, who's served the group so well over the last number of years, and very warmly welcome Giles Willits as his successor. Giles will be commencing his role on the 2nd of January next year.